She once bragged to her friends with that smug little smile, "My male best friend treats me better than he ever will." They all burst into laughter. I didn't. I just smiled. But weeks later, when that same best friend tried to kiss her at a party in front of everyone, the laughter died instantly. That was the night she realized the game was over. It started at a friend's barbecue. I was holding a plate of half-burnt hot dogs when I heard her laugh from behind me, the high-pitched performative one she used when she wanted attention. Then I heard my name, so I paused, listening. "Seriously, Daniel brings me flowers for no reason," she was saying. "He even brought me soup when I was sick. My best friend treats me better than he ever will." Her words hit me like a slow punch to the gut. The he she was bragging about was me. The table erupted in dismissive laughter, but I didn't turn around. Instead, a strange calm washed over me. For months, I had been painted as the jealous, controlling boyfriend for questioning her overly intense friendship with Daniel. Every time I brought it up, I was the bad guy. But in that moment, clarity hit. I wasn't jealous. I was competing in a game I never agreed to play. So I walked over with a steady smile and said evenly, "Daniel sounds like a great guy." The laughter cut short. Jenna's face flushed. "He is. He's a good friend." She thought she'd won. What she didn't realize was I wasn't surrendering. I was simply accepting the rules of a war she had just declared. For the next few weeks, I played the role of the perfect, supportive boyfriend. When they went to dinner, I smiled and said, "Tell him I said hi." If he texted her during movie night, I'd pause the film and hand her the phone. "You should get that." I wasn't being generous. I was setting the trap. Daniel wasn't her friend. He was a vulture circling, waiting for me to leave the carcass unattended. And Jenna? She loved the attention but also loved splitting the bills with me. That contradiction would be her undoing. The perfect stage came with our friend group's annual Halloween party. Daniel was practically living at my apartment by then, on my couch, eating my food, laughing with Jenna at inside jokes I was excluded from. A week before the party, I casually brought up costumes. Jenna hesitated, then admitted, "Actually, Daniel and I thought it would be fun to go as an angel and a devil." Instead of getting upset, I leaned in and said, "That's brilliant. You two will kill it." I had already messaged the party host, Tom, telling him I planned to propose that night, and asked if their photographer friend could capture the moment. There was no proposal, no ring, but there would be a photographer with a camera ready. The night of the party, Jenna floated in dressed as an angel, Daniel strutted beside her as the devil, and I played along as a generic vampire. For the first hour, I was the perfect, easygoing boyfriend. Then I let her go. She stuck to Daniel's side immediately. My role was simple: keep Daniel's drink filled, watch him get sloppy. By 11 p.m., he was loud, overconfident, and just drunk enough. Then it happened. Hand on her back, he leaned in, whispered something in her ear, and went for it. Not a subtle peck, but a full, sloppy kiss attempt. Right there in the center of a crowded living room with 20 people watching. The photographer's flash went off twice. Jenna shoved him back, her angelic smile snapping into pure horror. Gasps rippled across the room. Daniel stumbled, confused. Her wide eyes found me. The horror in them shifted instantly to rage. She stormed over. "Did you see that? Daniel just tried to kiss me." I turned slowly, feigning confusion. "See what? I was talking to Mike. Where were you? You were supposed to be with me." Her face crumpled. For months, she had used the same logic to defend him against my concerns. Now she was trapped in her own words. She tried to drag me out, but I stood firm. "I'm not leaving. I'm not going to ruin Tom and Sarah's party." She fled alone. I stayed, chatting and laughing, like nothing happened. When I finally got home, she was curled on the couch, her angel halo bent sideways, mascara streaked down her face. She launched into excuses, defenses, accusations. I let her burn herself out. Then I quietly walked to the counter, picked up our apartment lease renewal, and placed it on the table. "I overheard you at the barbecue," I said, my voice even. "You told your friends Daniel treats you better than I ever will. I gave you everything you wanted. Space, time with him, no jealousy. Tell me, how did that better treatment feel?" Her face drained of color. I tossed the lease onto the coffee table. "It's up in 60 days. I've already found a new place. The day I moved out, she asked one last time if there was any chance for us. I didn't even hesitate. No, Jenna. The day I closed the door behind me, leaving Jenna and her crooked halo behind, I didn't feel anger. I didn't feel loss. I felt free. That night taught me something I'll never forget. If someone ever makes you compete for their loyalty, you've already lost. A healthy relationship isn't a battlefield, it's a partnership. Never beg for respect. Never fight for a spot in someone's life who should have chosen you without hesitation. Walk away with your dignity intact, because the loudest revenge isn't exposing them. It's proving you don't need them. So if you ever catch yourself asking, "Am I not enough?" Remember this. You are. They just aren't right for you. Choose yourself. Always.